It's time to grow up. It's time for you to get serious. You don't have the option now at these end days, these end times, to live with these frivolity and these foolish passions and these fantasies. It's time to grow up. Be the Christian you ought to be. Take care of your family. Live the life you need to live. It is what it is. Okay? It's time to take it seriously. In that seriously, he says this, be serious and watch. So part of seriousness is you have this alertness with you. Okay? You're just alert. A serious-minded person is alert. They're alert to their surroundings, what's taking place. They're watching it. That's part of it. And what's interesting, the alertness here is very specific. If you're serious-minded, okay, you're going to be serious-minded and pray. Why? Serious people understand we need the power of God. We need the wisdom of God at this time. Hey, your prayer life ought to be right now at the end times better than it's ever been. Matter of fact, if you're not serious about prayer, this is the time. You say, well, preacher, I don't know how to pray. Well, talk to God, folks. Let me tell you, it's something that the more you do, the better you get at it. Okay, you start talking to God like I'm talking to you, like you talk to a friend, and the more you do it, it becomes comfortable and easy. But I'm going to tell you right now is the time you better get really good at it. Remember what I said? The Bible says things will wax worse and worse, not better and better. We're in a state of decline morally and with humanity, not an incline, as people like to think. Just because we have wonderful technology doesn't make us better, okay? We are so deceived by that. The reality is mankind isn't what it ought to be. And so I look at this and I see that there's a command that is given to us that we need to be alert, we need to be serious. And look at the next part. He says, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober, serious-minded. Watch in prayer, show your seriousness. Then look at the next verse. And above all things. Now, wait a minute. So he tells me to be serious, which is serious. Tells me to pray, very important. But now wait a minute, then he adds this phrase, above all things. Above what? All things. What would that mean? Everything else. You mean above being serious, above prayer? That's what he's saying. In other words, he adds this clause, above all things, inspiration of the Holy Spirit. As you're being serious and praying, which is very important things, even more important than that, look what he says here. And above all things, have fervent charity, the word charity means love, among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. Man, I love that. The Bible says charity, love, covers a multitude of sins. Proverbs 10:12 says, hatred stirreth up strifes, but love...
I feel so strongly that the reason I'm here is I dreamed big dreams. I dreamed the kind of dreams that other people said are possible and that your dreams can come true.
Wanted to ask you, how do you overcome the fears and doubts?
I mean, look, the fears and doubts are a part of it. Can I be honest with you? Everything I've ever done started with a fear. My walking out on stage, that starts with the fear. I have to overcome fear all the time. When I wrote my book, I was afraid. When they told me we wanted you to be a game show host, I'd never done that. I was afraid. When they said, we want you to do a talk show, I was afraid. I have to overcome fear all the time. But the best way for me to overcome fear is the dream has to be bigger than the fear. That's the only way you turn around and run at it. I just want something so great. I aim for stuff so big that the dream is bigger than the fear.
How much fight do you have to conquer your dream? What steps are you willing to take to conquer this dream? How much pain are you willing to take to conquer this dream? How much fight do you have? I'm gonna tell you about the process of chasing a dream, and I'm gonna tell you from a personal experience. And I know it's another individual out there that's chasing their dream. They want perfection. They want to be noticed. They want to be seen. But it's a process. And the process is painful. I spend many a days with relentless effort chasing my dream. So when I think about my process, I think about the days I slept outside. I think about the days that I went couch to couch. I think about the days that I didn't have a meal at night. That's only the beginning. that is nothing but a launching pad. Because life will eat you up if you don't have the fight to go the distance.
If you will be a champion, if you will be a beast, you're going to have to go through something. Ain't nobody going to hand you nothing. Ain't nobody going to hand you no championship. Ain't nobody going to hand you no title. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. And some of y'all just want to score. You don't like the process. You're not in love with the process.
Look at it like this, man. If you don't ever go for this, would it be better for you to face the fear or just deal with the fact that you just never gave it a shot?
The only person that's supposed to believe in your gift is you. It's a possibility that I can end back up homeless in the street. But you gotta love your dream more than you fear anything.